name is what? My name is my name is it's named Sadie. Hi. My name is my name is what? My name is
Hello and welcome to the evening news. Amanda Clayton, a 25-year-old woman from Lincoln Park, Michigan, won $1 million last September in the state lottery-sponsored game show Make Me Rich and chose to receive a lump sum payment of $700,000. Acting on reports in the following months that the woman was still using food stamps to pay for groceries, the station conducted an investigation and discovered that she was receiving $200 a month in food assistance benefits. Clayton pleaded not guilty to charges of welfare fraud and failure to inform. If convicted, she could face up to 4 years in prison. She was arraigned Tuesday, April 17th in district court on felony charges.
A Sutton High School student faces charges after a notebook containing disturbing plans for a school shooting-type attack was discovered by a teacher and turned over to the police. The notebook contained some written threats directed towards a few specific students and some staff members. The student was removed from the high school by administration and the police without incident. These threats were allegedly written back in August, but were discovered towards the end of the school day on Friday, April 13th. The principal of the school said that the student, 18-year-old Sean Ivaldi, had been arrested. He was arraigned on Friday, April 20th, and held after a hearing on Monday, April 23rd. The student is charged with 4 counts of threat to commit a crime, terrorist threats, and disturbing the school assembly. Now to one of our investigators at the school.
I'm here today with the teacher that found the notebook. Let's go inside and talk to her. Hello, ma'am. Hi. What did you feel when you read the threats in the notebook?
Well, Michaela, I was very concerned. Obviously, I hate the idea that someone's educational environment could be made unsafe by things written in that notebook. So as you see, I was trying to blow off my nervous energy and my worry for the situation by hula hooping.
Thank you. Now back to you, Janelle.
The United States Secret Service Agency's internal watchdog opened an investigation in accusations of misconduct involving prostitution in Colombia, where President Obama was supposed to be for a meeting. While prostitution is legal in designated areas in Colombia, such behavior would violate agency rule of conduct, in part because it could expose the agents to blackmail or facilitate espionage, help an enemy get inside a security perimeter, and otherwise distract agents when they are supposed to be focused on protecting the president. So far, 6 agents have been fired.
It's gonna get hot today. Grab an ice cold sun drop and show us how you drop it.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Drop it.
Cause I got it going on. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
A thirst-quenching citrus soda just dropped coast to coast. Sun Drop.
That's how you drop it.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Chelsea's staggering Champions League victory over Barcelona proves that sport at the highest level can still shock us. With Chelsea down to 10 men, their captain sent off, losing 2-0. This was only a semifinal, but Chelsea's win will go down as one of the greatest upsets in sporting history. We will put it alongside Buster Douglas flooring Mike Tyson to claim the world heavyweight title in 1990, Goran Ivanisevic winning the 2001 Wimbledon tennis title, or the United States Miracle on Ice Olympic hockey gold in 1980 as a straightforward gobsmacker. Chelsea only has a temporary coach after Roberto Di Matteo was asked to pick up the pieces when Andre Villas-Boas was sacked less than a season into his mission of rebuilding the squad. The Blues are still down in 6th place in the Premier League and face the prospect of missing out on Europe's top club competition next season unless they win the May 19th final in Munich. Now to Josh with the weather.
Warm front coming in from the coast that's going to merge with this ridge of high pressure, which...
Serious pressure.
High pressure?
You make one mistake, and millions of people see it.
The pressure system.
Remember the 4th grade, Josh? The twitch?
Oh.
How great is this?
let me explain to the folks exactly what...
Why'd you have to tell her about the twins?
The high pressure system. Whoa, it's a little warm in here. Josh! It seems my antiperspirant has failed. Oh, jeez.
We all know it's going to be sunny, so let's...
Thank you, Josh. Doctors are warning parents about a dangerous new trend after 6 teenagers drank hand sanitizer and ended up in Southern California emergency rooms with alcohol poisoning. Teens are going online to places like YouTube to find ways to do this. It is recommended that parents monitor the hand sanitizer in their home and to buy the phone because it is harder to use to get drunk. We have one of our investigators on the scene.
Thank you, Jenna. We are here at one of the teens' house. They got put in the emergency room. Let's go inside and talk with his father. Hello, sir. Did you expect this kind of behavior from your teen?
Absolutely not. I don't know what got into his mind. I really don't.
This is the very cabinet they acquired the hand sanitizer from. Now back to you in the studio, Jenna.
Thank you, Aaron. We'll be back after the short break.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
Enough! No Pepsi for you. And what do you do?
I sing. All I'm asking is for a little respect, 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 R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me.
All right. Pepsi for you.
No. Pepsi for all.
Yeah, boy!
And for our last story, in Oslo, Norway, confessed mass killer Anders Bernheim Breivik testified last Thursday that he had planned to capture and decapitate former Norwegian Prime Minister Gro Harlem Brundtland during his shooting massacre on Utøya Island. Breivik said his plan was to film the beheading and post the video on the internet. Brundtland had already left the Labour Party youth camp on Utøya when Breivik arrived on July 22nd, after setting off a bomb in Oslo that killed 8 people. 69 people, mostly teenagers, were killed on Utøya when nearly 600 members of the Labour Party's youth wing had gathered for their annual summer retreat. The plan was to behead Gro Harlem Brundtland while it was being filmed, Breivik told the court. The far-right fanatic said he was inspired by Al-Qaeda's use of decapitation, but noted that beheading is the traditional European death penalty. It was meant to be used as a very powerful psychological weapon, he said. Breivik also testified that he prepared for his attacks by cutting off contacts with the outside world and devoting himself to computer games, Modern Warfare and World of Warcraft, playing the second one for 16 hours a day. And that's the end of our show. Thank you and good night.
Mr. Prime Minister, I'm flattered that you love chocolate, but I'm here strictly in a professional... What's wrong with him?
He thinks you're naked.
My shell is brown. It just looks like my milk chocolate is showing. Only a fool would think I'd actually show up naked.
So it's that kind of party. Hit it!
I'm sexy and I know it.
Aye.
Look at that body. Look at that body. Look at that body. I work out. Wiggle, 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 yeah.
Hey baby, won't you look my way? I can be your new addiction. Hey baby, what you gotta say? Oh, you're giving me